Hey, y'all, I'm Jamie Deen. I'm back in Mama's Kitchen, and I'm here to share, delicious, simple recipes with y'all today. We're working out of the Deen Brothers cookbook. We've lost the cover. This is Mom's copy. My brother and I wrote this cookbook after we did our first television show together, and we're going to do the chocolate chip pie today. This is inspired from Royer's Cafe, which was in Round Top, Texas. They did a delicious pie there, and so what my brother and I did through our travels, we put all the recipes inspired by our trip and our television show, and we put them in this book. About 3 pages behind the chocolate chip pie recipe is the Texas margarita, best margarita you've ever had in your life. That comes from Austin as well. My man Skeeter at the county line. Okay, chocolate chip pie. First thing we're gonna do, y'all, we've got all of our ingredients here together. Teresa got all of our ingredients here together. I've got 2 greased 9-inch pie pans. I've got our flour. We'll give you all the measurements and everything you're gonna need, but the first thing we're gonna start with is our flour. And Teresa took the tops off of these, but I know that this is baking soda, and then this is some salt, and this is a little bit of baking powder. Mama's dogs are barking. I'm gonna sift this together. I'm hurrying, Lulu.
She wants me to say hello.
Now, I don't have my traditional sifter, so I'm just gonna mix all of this stuff here together. So I've kind of sifted our 4 dry ingredients: baking soda, baking powder, salt, and flour. So this is one part. Now, what I love about this pie is that it's a little bit of work on the front end, but the filling is really easy. Y'all are gonna really enjoy this recipe. Now, I'm gonna cream up my butter. I got 2 sticks of butter that T-Bone has pulled out for me, and it's softened. I'm gonna get this in the bowl, and then we're gonna cream this with granulated sugar and powdered sugar. So I'm gonna whip this up. The butter's nice and soft. It really is worth the effort just to soften up your butter a little bit, especially if you start creaming it. And add a little bit of our sugar here. I'm not gonna dump everything here at one time. I don't want it grainy or lumpy. I want it really smooth and creamy because this is the bottom of our pie. So basically we're baking here, and baking was always my brother's specialty because for me, I'm more pinch and dash, and baking you have to be exact in your measurements. So I'm gonna go half the brown sugar and half the granulated sugar. We're gonna cream this up. Hopefully our edit guy has made this more interesting than I have, and we will zoom through this. Okay, y'all, I've got this cream together, so now I'm gonna add my eggs one at a time. Because you don't ever know, you might get a little spot in one of your eggs, so you don't wanna add your eggs. And what I like to do is I'll crack them into a bowl just to make sure that there's nothing in my eggs before I add it. Because sometimes you can get a little spot in your egg, and I don't know, I just like to keep everything in its place. So we're gonna do one of these at a time, and you see it's starting to take a little bit more of a batter attitude with us. Go in our second egg, also cracking these over here. Gives me a chance to get the shell out. I'm a notorious one-hand cracker, and my boys have known that sometimes there's a little crunchy in their eggs. Now our final egg. And to this, I'm gonna add our next to last ingredient, 1 tablespoon of vanilla. All right. Got our spatula here. I'm gonna clean my edge. Now the very last step here, I'm gonna fold in 3 cups of chocolate chips. Woo. Royer's is famous for their pies that they do. And one of the reasons is because they just absolutely load up their crust with chocolate. And when all this bakes in together, great time of day. Let's see, what am I missing here? I have to sift in my flour now. Look at what I was about to do. I was about to make 2 giant chocolate chip cookies. So now into this, I have to beat this flour. Now I'm gonna do this a little bit at a time because I really do not want this to clump up. So a little. And y'all can watch this for a minute and then we'll probably be back because this is gonna take me a few minutes. A little at a time. Y'all know, I don't know everything. I leave that up to my mama. So I should have beat all the flour in separately to my batter and then fold in my chocolate chips per the instructions. My brother must have written that part. Although I put the chips in first. You can see we beat in our flour a little bit at a time. We have a delicious batter here. Now it's going into these 2 pie pans. So here's kind of a trick. If you want to get all your stuff together in one space, I got 2 pans, so I'm gonna go 50-50. Start right down the center. I get my other half. And don't forget, y'all, both of these have been greased. You can use anything that you'd like. And then we're gonna spread this down. We're baking our pie crust.
Yum.
So I'm gonna press it down, get the edges up. This would be my wife's favorite. Now, if you asked her, she would say, okay, that's done. Hand it to me. She loves her cookie dough.
Me too.
Everybody loves cookie dough, except for me, I don't. But
Your mom really doesn't eat,
Yeah, sweets really is not our thing. You can tell by looking at us, we're more of a savory family. My brother is the same. Okay, that looks pretty good. Oh, I got one more little glop right here. Now I gotta wash my hands, but before I break away here, I'm gonna tell y'all this is going in the oven for about 30 minutes at 350. And when we're waiting on that, when y'all come back, I'll clean up. We're gonna get our topping ready, okay? See you in a minute. Little Mike over there, he don't eat nothing. He's an awesome guy, he don't eat nothing. He's worse than my 5-year-old. I don't have a 5-year-old. If I had a 5-year-old, Mike, you'd be worse than him.
I know it.
He never eats what I cook. Look, woo, chocolate chip pies, Mike.
I can do that.
You like that?
I can do that.
Let's go. All right, I'm gonna make the whipped topping for y'all. I'm gonna put in 4 cups of heavy whipping cream. And the only reason why I'm putting in 4 cups is because I couldn't fit 5. And the top of this daggum thing is malfunctioned. And I'm just gonna fight through it. So 4 cups of cream, and Teresa's put this bowl into the freezer for me. If you make your own homemade whipping cream, that's a good trick because this cream has to set up, and a cold bowl helps with that. So you can buy any dessert you want from the grocery store, not even a good one, a bad grocery store. Put fresh homemade whipped topping on it and it will be delicious. We've got my whipping cream, got our cold bowl. Now I've got half a cup of confectioner sugar I'm gonna add pretty slowly into here. If I can get it to go slow. Slow. There we go. Now this takes a minute on high speed, so y'all bear with me. Take it from me. Once you get these soft peaks, that's it. Stop. Because it will break down. It happened to me at the restaurant. You do not want to overbeat your cream. So once you get to these soft peaks, that's it. Now look how beautiful this is. Now into this, I'm gonna fold, I can find me a rubber spatula. Oh look. Number 1, I'm gonna fold this into here, but I'm gonna save some because this is gonna be a pretty decoration too. I'm gonna fold a little bit of my whipped cream in here. My chocolate chips, now look at this. This is gonna go straight onto this giant chocolate chip that we baked earlier. Wow. What do you think, T?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's just
Teresa's beside herself. She's already eaten the beaters and the bowl, and now we're fixing to get to the main dish. And our second pie. See, now I'm only going to cut one of these because one of them is fixing to micro wheels. And it's coming to my house. My wife was gonna love this. Honey, look what I made it specially for you today. Mm-hmm. Now you can dress this up any way you want. I mean, chocolate chips and whipped cream, you could garnish with cherries, you could garnish with a little bit of mint. You can put some blueberries on here. So many different ways you can go. But for our chocolate chip pie, I'm just gonna go right over the top with these. Look how nice that looks. Mama, which pan do you want me to take home, the metal one or the glass one?
The glass one.
Okay, so we're gonna cut the metal one. Mom's in the corner, tasting everything we've been cooking this morning. It sounds like positive reviews.
It are.
Mm-hmm.
I almost had to
Did
gasp
you
on that
hear
one.
Teresa, y'all? Did you hear Teresa? Look at that. Look at this chocolate
Turn
chip.
it down just a little bit, Jamie. You're tall.
Oh, I got to take a picture of it. I was just about to eat it. Y'all tune in next week and you can see me if I had any success in eating 2 whole chocolate chip cookie pies. I'm drooling everywhere. I'm Jamie Deen. This is Good Pie. I'll see y'all around the kitchen.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.